Rabbi Spritzer, please tell us the full story of Rabbi Moshe and the Rabbeinu Tams.
Well, as much as I know, I can't tell you exactly the full story, but this is what I know. My father was traveling back from Israel, visiting his father who lived in Israel, and in a plane by divine providence, he was sitting next to Moshe Tendler, who he had no idea who Moshe Tendler was. And at some point, my father asked for Moshe Tendler if he'd like to learn Tanya with him together, and they learned some Tanya together. At some point, Moshe Tendler said to my father, "Do you know who I am? Who are you?" "I'm Moshe Feinstein's son-in-law." So my father said to Moshe Tendler, "Was the mezuzahs of your father-in-law ever checked?" So he says he has no idea. He doesn't even think his own mezuzahs were checked. So my father said to Moshe Tendler, let me make arrangements through you to check the mezuzahs from Moshe Feinstein. No problem. My father went to the Lower East Side and he took off the mezuzahs with Moshe Feinstein's haskama and had them all checked. The Baruch Hashem, they were all 100% kosher. Put them back on the doors, and he made a kesher with Moshe Feinstein. What was the kesher? He really had no ultimate day-to-day contact, but they knew each other. When they ever spoke about Rabbeinu Tam's Teffilin in the Chofs, I think it was. Maybe it was in the Lametz. I have to check exactly when they ever finally spoke straight out about everybody should put on Rabbeinu Tam from the time they get married. Earlier, as you know, it was only from 18 years old. My father went to Rabbi Moshe and asked Rabbi Moshe if he puts on Rabbeinu Tam's film, and with Binyan, the Baal Shem would like him to put it on. So he said, I used to put it on till the age of 18. Then, because of the war circumstances, and I didn't have the right sefer to do it properly, but if you find me a sefer that will do it, stop, he says, and various conditions that I have, I'll be more than happy to take it upon me. So my father wrote to the Rebbe, and the Rebbe said he should go to Zirkin, all of a sudden. He went to Zirkin, and to put the connection with Moshe Feinstein with Zirkin together. And Moshe Feinstein had certain conditions. After every parsha that Zirkin writes, before he goes on to the next parsha, he should bring him the parsha of the film to his house to check. And this is when back and forth, and of course he had various conditions like on the parchment. Then he had various conditions for Sabbath Yosef. Zirkin fulfilled all the conditions 100%. Now, when it was finally finished, Zirkin had the film. Zirkin himself told the story. He said 6 o'clock in the morning, he came to his house to bring him the film, but he wasn't going to knock on the door so early. So he sat down on the floor in the apartment house, and on the floor, in the corridor. He was waiting for the door to open for Rabbi Moshe to go to daven. But Rabbi Moshe's wife came out first with the garbage, and she almost fell over him with the garbage because he was sitting on the floor. And she said, "What are you doing here?" He said, "I'm here with I have the film for Rabbi Moshe." Go right in, and Moshe was already sitting and learning, and he brought him the film. He thanked him very much, and he said he was going to write to the voucher of a thank you letter. On the other hand, Rabbi Zirkin had to get paid. He wasn't going to get paid for him. Moshe, my father never offered him a dime. In other words, he did it. My father wasn't what you call a rich man, so he had paying for the various things. So, but I had not known about this entire story. My father used to never talk about these things. He never spoke about anything that he did for the Rebbe. Everything remained private. One day, I'm sitting by a dinner for the Rabbi Yeshiva, and I'm sitting next to a fellow by the name of Scheinfeld. He was a very big known immigration attorney. He had 300 attorneys that worked for him. And I knew him. So he turns around to me, he says, I had the honor, he was a big Talmud of Moshe. He said, I had the honor of paying for Moshe Feinstein's Rabbeinu Tam trade. I looked at him, I said, very nice. He says, didn't you know anything about this? I said, what's there to know about it? He said, your father came to me, and he tells me the whole story. I didn't know the part of Zirkin. I went to Zirkin recently with Yuda Ginsburg, the Shliach HaShefer, and he was a bracha. And we interviewed Zirkin before he passed away. The entire story, what Zirkin did, etc. It's printed in Beis Mashiach. So in other words, Rabbi Zirkin himself told the story recorded it properly what his side of the story. My side of the story is only that Moshe agreed to put it at Rabbeinu Tam, thanks to my father. This part is not so publicized as much as it should be. This was his original, stronger connection with the Rebbe. He thanked the Rebbe afterwards, and he put it into a sefer, Igros Moshe, and the connection with the Rebbe started in a much stronger way.